What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scotty, and this is a review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 11, Episode 5. My bad. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Y'all already know it was about time to start that work week all over again, but you need to know, a nigga like me, I work every fucking weekend, and if I don't take that damn weekend off, I won't have one. Period. So it is what it is. So what we're about to do is we're going to get into what we up in here for. And that's the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. But before I get into it, I think I mentioned this last week. I will not be speaking about cancer, Greg's cancer. I refuse to speak on Greg's cancer. I think that that's like a heavy topic to speak on for me and for y'all, because I feel like you guys are merely here for entertainment purposes, and I don't think that there's anything entertaining about Greg's cancer. So I'm just going to leave it to the other shit. I refuse to talk about Greg's cancer. I'm not going to talk about it. Now, if you want me to talk about it, just leave it below. But if you agree with what I'm saying, you can also leave that below as well. So let's just get into the review. So we're at Dennis's hookah lounge, and I'm like, here we go. They're just gonna force Porsha and Dennis down our motherfucking throat. They're just gonna force him down our throat. Like, Jesus, like, we ain't even seen much of Cynthia's man. We gotta sit up here and watch this damn chubby ass Jermaine Dupri looking like every damn Sunday. Like, goddamn. But okay, it is what it is. You know, I don't want to say too much about him. You know, they say I'm jealous of Porsha because she got a man. But anyway, so I guess since last week he introduced her to his mama, it's time for her to introduce him to her mama. And one thing I can say about Diane, she walks in and she is a fucking beauty, okay? Diane is beautiful as fuck, and it's probably why Porsha is pretty, because Diane is pretty as hell, and I really believe that she was a fox in her day. I think that she had all the men, they wanted her ass, and she could get whatever nigga she want. I don't know why she ain't got no man now. Does Diane have a man now? Because she should. She is pretty as fuck, okay? I wonder how old she is, but however, she comes in, and I feel like Diane's whole thing with Porsha and Dennis is that she just wanted Porsha to be happy. You know, she was there when Porsha and Cordelia had their divorce, and she knows how painful that was for Porsha. So all she really wants as a mother is for her daughter to be happy. And I can't really knock her for that, although I do feel like her and Porsha are both extra over this nigga. But however, being that Porsha came out of a controlling ass marriage to a nigga that acted like he really didn't want to be with Porsha. He only wanted Porsha as his Grammy wife. In other words, his trophy wife. And that's what he used her for. You know, she was a pretty face, nice body, you know what I'm saying? And they can turn away all these gay rumors about me. And that's pretty much what it came across to me. So, as her mother, she is happy to see her in love. And, you know, that's it. That's all I can really say about that. So, but I also can say that Diane was very much more supportive than Gina is. Because Gina ain't here for Porsha. Diane, she's here for Dennis, the menace. So that is what it is. So let's go ahead. So, Kandi, Cynthia, Marlo, and Nene, they all meet up for lunch. And as they're sitting down, having lunch, Kandi, the Kibbles and Bits carrier, decides that she wants to throw in the tea about Porsha and about Porsha's man Dennis, about all the things that she's heard about him. Now she's sitting up here telling them how Dennis the menace and got every bitch name tattooed on him. To be quite honest, I know a bitch from my hometown right about now. She got every nigga tattoo on her motherfucking body. Every nigga she went with, she got a tattoo for him. First of all, I don't give a fuck how much I love a motherfucker. I will never get nobody's name tattooed on me. I just can't get anyone's name tattooed on me. I just feel like that's just too much. I cannot get anybody's name tattooed on me. Like, I don't even want my own damn name tattooed on me, let alone some nigga that I'm supposed to be in love with, name to be tattooed on me. That's a bit much. You know what I'm saying? That's too much for me. But she tells them that. And she basically was like, I feel like I should not be talking about it with Porsha because we just got in a better place. And Nene agreed, you know, it'll look very negative coming from Kandi's mouth. But they all agree not to tell Porsha the tea that Kandi has heard about Dennis. Quite frankly, I'm already tired. Like I said last week, I'm already tired of Porsha and Dennis themselves. I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired of hearing about them. And I'm also tired of Kandi constantly talking about this so-called Zaxby's tea that she got on Dennis as if anybody gives a fuck. Nobody cares about what the fuck you know about Dennis the Menace. I swear no one gives a fuck. Because I swear I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of hearing about him. I'm sick of this whole Romeo and Juliet storyline that Porsha and Dennis got going. To be honest, I'm sick of seeing them every fucking episode. Like, I feel like they're being shoved down my damn throat like a fucking organic Granny Smith apple. That's how I feel. But at the end of the day, I wish you would shut the fuck up and focus on your own shit. Because you make yourself look pretty much obsessive about her and her grand life, so to speak, with Dennis. That's what you're doing. You make yourself look very obsessive with it. And it's none of your business. And if Porsha wants to be with this man, regardless, because if he got all these people's name tattooed on him, she been in the bed, she been fucking this pregnant belly motherfucker for the last couple of months. I'm sure she's seen the tattoos, so she obviously don't care. So if she don't care, why the fuck are you trying to force the rest of us that's watching this show to give a fuck? Because I promise you I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't. So please stop talking about this damn girl. I'm sick of hearing you talk about her. Bow down, lay down, get down. I'm sick of it. So, it's time for Eva and her mama Michelle. Now, she's looking at wedding dresses for her wedding. And she's not really finding what she wants. Her mother always turning down what she looking for. Like, I think that Michelle is trying to give Mama Joyce a bit of competition because I don't think nobody can get it as worse as Dora the Explorer, which is better known as Mama Joyce. I don't think nobody can be worse than her. But this motherfucker was really trying it. Like, she was pissing me off. And even when they sat down to eat and they discussed the wedding, and it was more so about Mike's family. Mike got 150 people on his side and she only got 40. She really don't want too many people at her wedding. But she, Michelle, want to sit up here and take over the fucking guest list and tell her who the fuck she can and can't invite and who she needs to invite. And all this crap. And I'm like, Michelle, it's not your motherfucking wedding. It's Eva the Backpedaler's wedding. That's who fucking wedding it is. So, stand the fuck down. You making the girl cry. And while she's sitting up here walking away to cry, you still eating your motherfucking food. Like, that remind me of that whole scene on Basketball Wives when, Royce was sitting up there with her new man, Desmond. And she introduced him to her daddy. And her daddy was saying all kinds of shit. And he made her ass cry like it wasn't shit. And he still sat there eating that steak. He did not give a fuck. That mouth did not get off that steak. Okay? So, Shamari, the one that everybody loves to hate for no reason, she sits out there with Ronnie and she basically tells him about, the Pass the Peach game at Cynthia's house. And she tells him that she revealed that she was in a open relationship with him and Big Daddy Ronnie ain't here for it. That boy is poison. He don't want to hear that shit. He's highly upset that she brought that to the surface. And you know what? I kind of don't blame him because at the end of the day, that's their marital business and she barely even knows these hoes for her to be even bringing up something that fucking personal to them. You know what I'm saying? Something that they can use against her. But I do enjoy Shamari's openness. Because like I said on my last video, y'all so used to these fake ass bitches that lie about people trying to drug them, that lie about they due dates, that lie about all sorts of shit, okay? That lies about anything. That lies about not saying that they tried to get somebody fired. Y'all like fake ass bitches. I don't. I'd rather root for a person that's being 100% honest about everything. You're on a reality show. And it's important to show your reality. That's just the bottom line. And I just feel like Shamari is just open and down to earth. Like, I built my channel on being 100% myself and being real and just being an open book. Some things are used against me. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things are used against me. Like, just this past other day, I was on live and somebody asked me, are you jealous of Porsha Williams because her man doesn't cheat on you like your ex did, and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, some things can be used against you when you're open. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta love Shamari. I'm sorry. So it's time for the twins' birthday party, and all them people up in their house. Y'all could have rented out a rec center. Y'all could have did something instead of having all them motherfuckers at your house. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Kandi came, Marlo rented somebody's child out and said it was her nephew to come to the party, you know, and then, you know, Eva came. But before Eva showed up, Shamari was saying that she got weird vibes from, you know, Porsha. And she was saying how when she invited Porsha to the party, you know, she asked her to bring her niece with her. And, you know, she just felt like she was just shading her and you know what I'm saying, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, Porsha has her tendencies of shading people all the time and then plays victim when someone does it to her. I totally get it, but you know, her fans don't never see it like that. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to get about several fucking paragraphs about that, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So Eva came in and Shamari pretty much confronted Eva about her shade, about her fashion. Now, granted, Shamari does need a little bit of help with her fashion. You know, Cynthia said it. Arsenio Hall said it. At this point, she does. But Eva kills me because she backpedals a lot. She throws shade, but then she turn around and be like, oh, I didn't mean it this way. Oh, I didn't mean it this way. Bitch, you did mean it that way. So just stop trying to front. Stop trying to play games. And just admit that you were being shady. Just say that. Move on and shut the fuck up. Stop always back. You say one thing and do another. You say one thing and just claim that it ain't what it is. And we all know it's what it is. If it look like a navel orange, bitch, it's a fucking navel orange. Okay? That's what the fuck it is. Stop it with the fuck shit. You ain't fooling nobody here. Now, we get back into Kandi. For the next scene with Don Juan and Todd. And what is she doing? Of course you know what she doing. She's sitting up here talking about Arsenio. I am so annoyed right now. Like, this girl is steady talking about Arsenio, and I'm sick of hearing about her. I already don't like the bitch, so now I gotta sit up here and defend this girl. Why do you care so much? Okay, you saying that at this point Porsha knows what's going on. She went the fuck off on Dennis and now one of your friends calling you. Maybe if you would have shut the fuck up to begin with, no one would have to call you and nothing. And now you involved in some bullshit because you couldn't keep your mouth shut about her and what she got going on. Like I said before, who gives a fuck about what he did in his past? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, just like we all know, Todd cheated on that woman, Ani. You know what I'm saying? Before he got with you. But you're not giving you didn't give a fuck about that. Everybody's bringing you all types of information about Todd and what he allegedly did in his past. And you didn't want to hear that shit. So therefore, just whether you like Porsha or not, if you don't want nobody doing that shit to you, don't do it to them. Point blank. And I don't even fuck with Porsha. Like, this is, like, I literally, like, can't stand Porsha. Like, seriously. Like, that's my least favorite person on the show. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And you dead ass wrong. Point blank. Now, I don't give a fuck about what you doing because, as it was mentioned in the very next scene, Porsha has done her share of shit like this, too. So, we gonna get into this scene right now. Kandi and Porsha arrives first. And Kandi knows that Porsha is pissed. And then, you know, Cynthia and Nene show up. Kandi put it all on the table. Apparently, I told, you know, Cynthia, Nene, and Marlo about what I heard about Dennis. And it got back to you. Now, I believe Nene went back and told you what I said. Nene claims that she didn't. But we all know that she did, girl. And that's why her and Porsha fighting on Instagram right now over the fact of Nene telling her what Kandi said. We all know that you said it. Whatever. So, Porsha didn't like it. She felt like, you know, Dennis didn't like it either because it was messy and yada, yada, yada. But here's my thing. I agree. Kandi need to stay out of it. She need to be focused on her sex toys or whatever it is she got going on. I do agree with Porsha on it. But Porsha, here's my question to you. Now do you see how it feels when someone is constantly speaking on your motherfucking relationship? Do you see how Cynthia felt when you were out here talking about what you heard about Peter and that you heard that he was fucking waitresses at Bar One? Do you see how she felt now when you did that? Do you see how Kandi felt when you was going around saying that he was, you know, having an alias to cheat and all this other stuff, speaking on whether or not she was flipping holes in her bed like pancakes in her relationship? Do you see how that feels now? Do you see how Cynthia felt when you came to her with some information about Will last season when you and Cynthia weren't even on the best of terms? Do you see how that feels now? Now, I'm not saying that Kandi is right for what she's doing, because it makes her look like a whole motherfucking hypocrite, point blank. But my thing about it is, you can sit up and you can do all this shit to say all this shit about everybody else's relationship, but now you don't want to hear it when the shit was on the other foot. Now you see how the fuck it feels for your relationship to be spoken on. You know what I'm saying? Point blank and the period. But that does not negate the fact that Kandi is wrong and she looks pressed as a motherfucker. Pressed like Black and Decker, okay? So that's my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And share the video. And yeah, I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.